Ladies and gentlemen, we are in unprecedented times, as everyone knows, and we are holding this meeting in this fashion in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. We are having a Zoom meeting for our regular council meeting. We are also combining our agenda setting meeting, our citizens night meeting, all in one meeting to try to avoid everyone from coming together collectively. I'm at the municipal building. I'm joined with Mr. Hugus and Mr. Ratcher, and a couple other councilmen are in other rooms. We also have our Mrs. Gatos and our other councilmen at remote locations. COVID-19 pandemic in Allegheny County, our numbers as of today, April 14th, there's 193 confirmed cases, mostly between the ages of 25 and 49. That's 342 of them, which is 38%. 142 past or present hospitalizations. So currently in Allegheny County, there are only 68 people that are currently hospitalized. And since the pandemic has began and hit this region, we have had, unfortunately, 24 deaths in Allegheny County. Those age ranges were from 56 to 103, but the vast majority of them being over the age of 65. There has been indicators that the social distancing and all the preventative measures that everyone's been taking has been working, and numbers have been dipping a little bit, which is a very positive thing. And I want to thank everyone for cooperating with the governor's recommendations and social distancing and all of the CDC recommendations and guidelines as well. The municipality has been very closely following the federal, state, and county departments of health and the emergency management agencies. I really want to thank Council Manager Little, our police chief, Doug Cole, who was also our emergency management coordinator, for all that they have done during this very trying time. We are currently operating under the federal, state, and county emergency declarations, and we will be eligible for approved funding if there is recovery funding available. We have not declared a municipal emergency declaration yet at this time because we have not had to do that. It's really a testament to how prepared Monroeville is for such instances. The major things that up to this point that we have not had to purchase anything, any material where a bid process would slow it down. We've not had to suspend our ordinances, and we've been able to deliver our vital municipal functions as we normally do. So it's very important for us to recognize that, and it's really a testament, like I said, to council, staff, all of our first responders, our police, fire, and EMS. With our in-house dispatch center, they serve as our emergency operations center. That is something that some communities have had declared emergencies for, but Monroeville is fortunate to have our own dispatch center, and this council has shown ongoing support for that dispatch center, and it is very important at a time like this, and I think the opinion of council is that it's important all the time. Our police, fire, and EMS are operating as usual. They are operating in a safe fashion. They have ample personal protective equipment, and there has been no hiccups in the service that the emergency management agency or division of Monroeville has been operating. Our garbage and recycling has been being picked up as usual. Our public works department, they have been working, but they have also been working in different shifts. And all of our departments are working, but in a different fashion. At this point, no full-time employees have been laid off, but certainly this is something that we are closely monitoring. We will monitor throughout the year. Most departments are having to work differently, as most of us Americans are. People that can work from home are. We are staggering shifts coming into the building or other buildings off-site. But everyone is really determined to provide municipal services for the community, and council supports that. Our recreation department, the parks have been busier than ever, people getting outside with extra time. We've had some challenges with some people not social distancing exactly like they should, and we had to make some extra changes in the parks. We had to close our pavilions, our playgrounds, our courts. We unfortunately had to even take a step to take down nets and put goals, soccer goals together because people were still meeting up for large contact sports, and that's just not appropriate. So the parks are still open for walking, biking, and hiking. We do encourage, and so does the CDC, encourages people to get outside, but still maintain social distancing where you are able to. The Parks and Rec Department are also planning for their summer season, as well as the library and the Monroeville Senior Citizen Center. They are also planning for their eventual reopening and their summer season as well. And both the library and the Senior Citizen Center are both transitioning to online programs, classes, and services. Residents can find more information on the municipal website or on the Facebook pages of the Senior Citizen Center or the Facebook page of the library as well. All the staff, I can't say enough how thankful we are to them. We appreciate it. They've all been extremely cooperative with these changes. They're all working very, very hard. And it's something that's extremely important at a time like this for our residents, whenever individuals really depend on government during these times. There have been layoffs of many part-time employees, 23 part-time employees, 19 from the library and 4 from the Senior Citizen Center. Many programs and events have been canceled. There was a decision to cancel the Memorial Day Parade and the program that goes with it. Unfortunately, we have agreed on a spending freeze and reduction by our department heads, so there will be no unnecessary spending. Everyone is trying to keep things under control. And certainly with the way things have been changing, there has been a reduction in costs just because some of the services have been closed and reduced with people not coming out. Council is also recommending along with the manager, a hiring freeze of a few full-time employees that were budgeted for this year's budget. And those savings are over $250,000 if we freeze those hirings at this point. We will also be canceling many purchases of capital items, which will also have savings. But this is obviously something that we are very closely going to monitor throughout the year and probably into next year and the following year. There's going to be challenges at budget time for Monroeville, but at this point, this council and staff are committed to providing services for residents and doing so in the fashion that we always have here in Monroeville. Our business community is certainly and definitely will be impacted in a devastating fashion, not just in Monroeville, but throughout the entire country. I want to thank Sean Logan, the president of the Monroeville Area Chamber of Commerce, and his staff for what they've been doing. Businesses can go to the Monroeville Area Chamber of Commerce website for resources and guidance to how to help through this time. You don't necessarily have to be a chamber member to access that website and to get those guidelines. So I would encourage all the small businesses to see what resources are available to you in the business community. I would encourage residents to try to patronize the businesses that are still open and in a safe social distance fashion. Wear masks where you can keep 6 feet apart from people. I would also encourage you to please frequent the takeout options at our restaurants because they need our help and they need our help to survive. There's going to be a lot of businesses that we're going to lose throughout this pandemic, unfortunately, and we all just need to help out where we can. We are fortunate here in Monroeville to have 2 of the healthcare giants, AHN, Forbes, and UPMC East, both here. Their leadership of Mark Rubino and Mark O'Hearn have done a phenomenal job here in Monroeville. There has been, certainly these are competitors in general, and over the years, people, understand that. But during this time, the leadership at both the hospitals and the hospital themselves have been working tremendously together and cooperating. It's really been a real positive for Monroeville, and they have been selfless in their actions. So we really want to keep in mind all of the healthcare workers that are still reporting to work and everything that they're doing for the community. Both hospital systems are doing well with capacity. They're doing very well with staff. They're doing very well with equipment, both major equipment and personal protective equipment. So Monroeville is in a good position as far as this situation, this emergency has been progressing. However, things can change at a moment's notice. So we really have to stress for people to continue to do what you're doing, the social distancing, the washing of hands frequently, the washing of surfaces and cleaning of surfaces regularly, not touching your face, coughing into your elbow, all of those precautions that everyone has been hearing about. We really need to do those things and really be smart about it. And the smarter we are about it, we can flatten this curve, we can get back to regular life, and we can stop having Zoom meetings for our council meetings. So I really just want to encourage everyone to really stay positive and support one another and continue to do everything, all the guidelines. And we're going to get through this. And Monroe will get through this, and our country will get through this. So I just wanted to make those comments before we got started. The deputy mayor talked to me before the meeting.